Okay, okay, everyone. So here we are. We were doing this lesson, Dick Whittington and his cat. So I'll just revise it for you quickly. I request you to have your pens and pencils and a book to write some important meanings. Whatever doubts you have, you can ask me in the end. So to summarize what we had done the last time, so we begin. So guys, there was once a poor boy called Dick. He used to live in a small village in the south of England. He was a homeless boy and an orphan, did not have parents. And one day he just heard two people saying that the roads of London were paved with gold. So he decided कि मैं भी लंदन जाऊंगा और वहां पर थोड़ा बहुत जो gold है मैं लेकर आऊंगा, because he believed that people will treat him right only if he was rich, because he was not treated kindly by a lot of villagers. So Dick left and he was walking towards London when a cart stopped, a cart, and a man came out. The man told him that he was going to London himself and asked him to join him. So now, when they reached London, the man, got off at a particular place, and this man entered the inn, INN, which means a hotel, and Dick was forced to live on the street. So he found a place in between two buildings, जिसको हम alley बोलते हैं. वहाँ पे वो सो गया. सुबह उठा तो बहुत भूखा था, बहुत ठंडी भी थी रात को. So he went to ask people for food, and people just, you know, hit him on his head and called him a lazy boy and asked him to work. Now, finally, because of hunger, Dick fainted and fell just in front of the house of a rich merchant whose name was Mr. Fritz Warren. Now, when Mr. Fritz Warren's cook was trying to drive him away, Mr. Fritz Warren just came there after inspecting his ships, and he asked Dick that, why don't you work? Dick said, I would love to work, but I don't know anyone who will give me the job. So Mr. Fritz Warren was a very kind-hearted man, and he asked the cook to take him to the kitchen, feed him first, and then give him some work. The work that he was supposed to do was to just help the cook in the kitchen activities that could be maybe wiping and washing the dishes and pans and pots and stuff like that. And he was given a little room to sleep in the attic. Attic, as I told you, was storeroom. But there was a problem over there. The problem were mice and rats. They kept scampering all over him and kept him awake. So one day he solved this problem as well. So he had saved some money. With that money, the first thing he bought a cat. In no time, all the cats chased away all the rats and mice, and Dick was able to sleep peacefully. So guys, we had done till here, the second paragraph of the second page, and now we start with the other difficulty. So I request you to be attentive, and here we begin. The other difficulty, which was not so easy to overcome, was the cook's bad temper. So guys, so one difficulty was that of rats and mice, so वो solve हो गया. Another difficulty which was not so easy to overcome. Guys, the meaning of overcome is given on the right hand side, which means to succeed in dealing with a problem. तो एक problem था जिसको solve करना आसान नहीं था. That was the cook's bad temper. Bad temper का meaning लिखिए. Bad temper का meaning means anger. ANGER, गुस्सा. She shouted and screamed all day and would scold Dick and hit him with a wooden spoon, even when he was working as hard as he could. So here the cook wasn't a really kind woman. She kept scolding Dick and kept hitting him even when he was working really hard. One night, Dick decided he could stand it no more. I wanted to underline stand it no more. Meaning of this idiom, stand it no more, means to tolerate. Tolerate, सहन करना, TOLERATE. So one night Dick decided that he cannot tolerate it anymore. वो अब सहन नहीं कर सकता ये सब. Early the next morning, before the cook was up, he set out with his cat to seek his fortunes elsewhere. So वे अगले दिन वो सुबह जल्दी उठ गया cook से पहले, अपने cat को लिया and he left. To seek as in to search. To seek means to search or to look out for. To search or to look out for his fortune as in his luck, somewhere else. The two of them walked as far as Holloway on their way out of London. Then Dick sat down on a stone to rest. So थक गया तो वो एक stone पे बैठ गया. It was the 1st of November, All Saints' Day, and the church bells were ringing. As Dick sat and listened, it seemed they were ringing out a message for him. Turn again, Whittington, thou worthy citizen, Lord Mayor of London. So वो वहां पर बैठा था, ऑल सेंट्स डे था, चर्च की बेल्स रिंग कर रही थी और उसको एक मैसेज सुनाई दे रहा था जो बोल रहा था टर्न अगेन विटिंगटन. वो बोल रहा था वापस से चले जाओ विटिंगटन, दाउ वर्दी सिटीजन. गाइस, दाउ इज ओल्ड इंग्लिश which means you. Thou means you, you. So you are a worthy citizen and you will be the Lord Mayor of London someday. वापस चले जाओ. Lord Mayor of London, said Dick. I should like to be Lord Mayor and ride in a fine coach. Coach is a cart, a horse cart. I can put up with a few scoldings from the cook if that is what is in store for me. So guys, put up with का meaning भी यहाँ पर दिया हुआ है, which means to tolerate. तो उसने सोचा अगर मैं Lord Mayor बनने वाला हूँ, अगर वो लिखा है मेरे नसीब में, so I think I can tolerate a few scoldings from the cook. So Dick and his cat retraced their steps. Retraced as in went back to Mr. Fitzwarren's house. Luckily, they were able to slip back before they had been missed. So cook उठने के पहले ही वो दोनों वापस से आ गए. Now Mr. Fitzwarren used to send ships far across the sea to trade with other countries. He would load a ship with goods for the captain and ship's crew to sell it far away places, and then they would bring back goods that could be sold at home. तो ये लोग क्या करते थे, ये लोग एक्सपोर्ट एंड इम्पोर्ट हम जिसको बोलते हैं, तो लंदन के जो गुड्स थे दूसरे कंट्रीज में भेजते थे बेचने के लिए, और वहां पर बेचने के बाद वहां के जो गुड्स लेके आते थे वो यहाँ बेचते थे. That's what was Mr. Fitzwarren's business. Let's go to the next page. All right. One day, he called his household together. His household together as in all the members of the house together. Here he is Mr. Fitzwarren. Fitzwarren ने अपने पूरे घर के सारे members को बुलाया. I am sending a ship to the African coast to trade. He said, would any of you like to send something of yours? तो क्या आप में से कोई ऐसा इंसान है जिसके पास कुछ ऐसा है जो बेचकर आप प्रॉफिट कमा सकते हो? You can then share in the profits if the voyage is successful. Voyage as in the trip, the sea trip, SEAC trip. If the sea trip is successful, we can then share in the profits. Everyone produced something except for Dick, who had nothing to offer. Have you nothing of your own, Dick? Asked Mr. Fitzwarren kindly. And Dick replied, only my cat. तो उस बेचारे के पास कुछ भी नहीं था. तो मिस्टर फिट्जवारन ने पूछा कुछ भी नहीं है बेटा? उसने बोला नहीं, मेरे पास सिर्फ मेरी कैट है. Then let your cat go on the ship, said Mr. Fitzwarren. His daughter Alice said, Dick loves his cat. Let me put something in for him. But her father said, no, it must be his, not something belonging to someone else. So Alice जो थी उनको शायद बचपन से ही डिक के लिए थोड़ा थोड़ा प्यार आने लगा था. सो उन्होंने कहा कि डिक के पास तो कुछ है नहीं और वो अपने कैट से बहुत प्यार करता है, तो मैं उसके बदले कुछ दे देती हूँ. So Mr. Fitzwarren said, no, you cannot give it. जो भी होगा डिक का खुद का होगा. So Dick fetched his cat and said goodbye to it sadly. The captain of the ship was delighted. He was very happy, for the cat was an excellent mouser. Guys, the meaning of the mouser is on the left-hand side, which means an animal that catches mice. And so he had no trouble while rats and mice on his voyage. So उसका जो ship था उससे बहुत सारे चूहे थे. उसको चूहों ने बिल्कुल परेशान नहीं क्योंकि इस cat ने सारे चूहों को भगा दिया. After some months, the ship arrived at a place on the African coast. The name of that coast is Barbary. The people called the Moors lived. सो बारबेरी ये जो कोस्ट था उस पे जो लोग रहते थे उनको मूर्स बोलते थे. प्लीज अंडरलाइन दिस, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. The captain sent a message to the king to say he had fine goods for sale and he was invited to the palace to show them. तो किंग को एक मैसेज भेजा कि मेरे पास कुछ गुड्स आप देखना चाहें तो देख लें और खरीद लें. While he was talking to the king and queen, some dishes of food were brought in, but almost immediately rats and mice ran up and before the captain's eyes ate all the food. The captain was astonished. Astonished का meaning लिखिए surprised. Astonished means surprised and asked it this was that normally happened. So king ने अभी गेस्ट आए हैं तो उनको खाना को देना होगा. So बहुत सारे डिशेस लाए. जैसे ही डिश टेबल पे पड़े तुरंत बहुत सारे चूहे आए, सारा खाना खा लिया. अब जो किंग थे वो एम्बैरेस्ड हो गए और कैप्टन बड़े सरप्राइज और शॉक्ड हो गए कि ये क्या था. किंग ने बोला यहाँ पर ऐसा ही होता है. Alas, yes, came the reply. The country is suffering from a plague of rats and mice and we cannot get rid of them. Plague का मीनिंग भी गाइस लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे है. वैसे प्लेग एक बीमारी है बट हियर इन दिस कॉन्टेक्स्ट इट मींस थिंग दैट कॉजेस ग्रेट ट्रबल. अच्छा मुझे बताइए फिलहाल हमारे इंडिया में कौन सी प्लेग चालू है? लेट मी सी हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू गिव अ करेक्ट आंसर. प्लेग यानी कि ट्रबल. कौन सी ट्रबल चालू है? यस, वी हैव कोविड-19 कोरोना वायरस. सो उन्होंने बोला कि हमारे यहाँ पर पूरा देश इस प्रॉब्लम से फेस कर रहा है एंड वी कैन नॉट गेट रिड ऑफ देम. कैन नॉट गेट रिड ऑफ देम मतलब कैन नॉट गेट अ सोल्यूशन टू देम or cannot get away from them. I think I may have the answer on my ship, said the captain, and he sent a message asking for Dick's cat to be produced to the palace. तो कैप्टन ने बोला कि मेरे पास इसका एक सोल्यूशन है और वो सोल्यूशन ये है कि हम डिक की कैट को लेकर आए और पैलेस पे छोड़ दें. More food was laid out and the rats and mice appeared as before. वापस से आ गए वो लोग. The cat immediately pounced. Pounced, jumped. Pounced means jumped, killing at least a dozen before they scattered. A dozen means 12. कम से कम 12 चूहों को मारा before they could run away. Everyone was delighted. Everyone was happy. And the queen asked, "What do you call this animal?" Puss is the name she answers to. So जैसे हम पुसी कैट बोलते हैं वैसे ही पुस, said the captain. And when the queen called Puss Puss, the cat went over to her and purred. Purred as in it settled in its lap and made its noise. The queen was a little alarmed at first. Alarmed at first means shocked at first, as she had seen how fiercely, that is how aggressively, fiercely is aggressively, the cat had attacked the rats and mice, but the captain told her not to be anxious. The word anxious means worried. Captain ने बोला अरे टेंशन मत लीजिए, काटेंगे नहीं आपको. Puss is very friendly with people, he said, and would soon rid your kingdom of rats and mice. Rid your kingdom as in it would take your kingdom away from rats and mice. उससे दूर कर देगी, बचा देगी. I would give great wealth to own this animal, said the queen. क्वीन ने बोला मैं इस एनिमल के लिए बहुत पैसा देने को रेडी. So the captain began bargaining as in dealing, negotiating, and it was agreed that the king would buy the whole cargo from Mr. Fitzwarren's ship to pay a fine price for it, and for the cat alone, the king paid 10 times the sum again. So bargaining मतलब पता है ना कि अगर king ने बोला I will pay $100, तो कैप्टन बोला रहेगा नो नो सर ये माल जो है ये $300 का है. Then the king must have said okay fine let's make it 150. So the what do you call it, the captain must have said we'll make it चलो सर 250 कर देते हैं. चलो ठीक है we'll make it 200 ना आपका ना मेरा. Now just an example दे रहा हूँ. यहाँ पे amount mentioned नहीं है, ठीक है. The amount is not mentioned over here. Okay, तो कार्गो का समझो $200 अगर कार्गो के लिए डिसाइड किया गया तो उसे 10 टाइम्स ज्यादा खाली कैट का रेट, क्योंकि कैट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट थी, पूरे देश को बचाने के लिए थी कैट. सो एज यू कैन इमेजिन अगर कोरोना वैक्सीन अगर इंडिया ने डिस्कवर कर दिया, अगर इंडिया ने ढूंढ लिया कोरोना के लिए वैक्सीन, तो दुनिया को हम अगर बेचेंगे तो हम कितने पैसे वाले हो जाएंगे, आप सोच भी नहीं सकते हैं, राइट? सो दैट्स व्हाट इवन दे डिड. सो अगर $200 was the entire cargo's amount, 200 into 10 which is $2,000 खाली उस इंसान को मिलेगा जिसकी कैट थी. सो आप समझ रहे हैं ये पैसा किसको मिलने वाला है. When the ship came back to the port of London, the captain showed Mr. Fitzwarren the gold and jewels he had brought from Barbary and told him the story of the cat. The merchant sent for Dick. The merchant, who is the merchant over here, everyone? Merchant कौन है हमारे story में? It's Mr. Fitzwarren. Sent for Dick as in called Dick. Merchant ने message भेजा कि Dick को बुलाओ. From now on, Dick, he said, we should all call you Mr. Whittington, for you are a rich man. Mr. Fitzwarren then paid him all the money the captain had received for the cat. So guys, यहाँ पर what you can see is the captain was also so honest. The crew of the ship was so honest, and so was Mr. Fitzwarren. वो लोग चाहते तो ये बच्चा समझकर उसको उसका पूरा पैसा लूट सकते थे और उसको ये स्टोरी बताते भी नहीं और उसको मालूम भी नहीं पड़ता. But they were all so honest and they gave all the money to Mr. Whittington. So अब दिख रहेगा Mr. Whittington respectfully बुलाया जाएगा. From this time on, Dick worked with Mr. Fitzwarren and became a successful merchant himself. So अब वो Mr. Fitzwarren के साथ काम करने लगा और खुद भी एक बहुत successful businessman बन गया. He married Mr. Fitzwarren's daughter Alice. ये तो हमको मालूम ही था कि प्यार तो होना ही था. And 3 times he was elected Lord Mayor of London. और उनको 3 बार मेयर बनाया गया लंदन का. He was also in time knighted by the king and became Sir Richard Whittington. I am sure आप जानते हो knighted क्या होता है. It's given a highly honored title. guys ब्रिटिश का एक हैबिट है, ब्रिटिश लोग जो होते हैं, जैसे guys हमारे इंडिया में हम लोग भारत रत्न अवार्ड देते हैं, पद्म भूषण पद्म विभूषण अवार्ड देते हैं, वैसे ही ब्रिटिश में सर करके एक नाइटहुड होता है जो देते हैं. और अगर आपको याद रहेगा हमारे रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर जो थे उनको भी ये सर नाइटहुड दिया था और उन्होंने इसको रिजेक्ट कर दिया था ये कहकर कि मेरे देशवासी गरीब हैं और उनको ब्रिटिश ने गरीब बनाया है तो मेरे को आपसे कोई भी टाइटल नहीं चाहिए. लेकिन हमारे जो डिक विटिंगटन थे उनको टाइटल दी गई और उनका नाम दे दिया गया सर रिचर्ड विटिंगटन. He was not only famous, but he was popular too, for he always helped the poor with his money. So guys, डिक के बारे में अच्छी चीज मालूम पड़ती है कि पैसे वाले होने के बाद में he did not forget the poor people. वो arrogant या घमंडी नहीं हो गए. He knew that poverty is something that is very bad and poor people should be helped, and he continued to help the poor with his money. Sometimes when he was old, he would tell his grandchildren the story of his cat and how the bells of London had called him back when he was only a poor boy. Turn again, Whittington, thou worthy citizen, Lord Mayor of London. Thou का मतलब होता है you. Okay, everyone. So now what I wanted to do is your homework is going to be, can you see this English workshop? ये दिखता रहेगा आपको ये पेज पे English workshop. इसका activity 1A यानी कि arrange the following set of words in the alphabetical order in your notebook. यानी कि सारे के सारे जो वर्ड्स आप देख सकते हैं ऐसे हैं तो आपको सारे के सारे वर्ड्स को एक प्रॉपर ऑर्डर में अरेंज करना है. जैसे कि मेरे हिसाब से सबसे पहला वर्ड आना चाहिए सैट, क्योंकि एस के बाद ए आता है. लेकिन एक कंफ्यूजन है, एक सेंट करके वर्ड भी है तो उसमें भी ऐसे है तो हमें एस और ए के आगे देखेंगे. सैट में टी है, सेंट में आए है, तो आई टी के पहले आता है तो द फर्स्ट वर्ड विल बी सेंट एंड द सेकेंड वर्ड विल बी सैट. ऐसे करके आपको ये एक्टिविटी करनी है 1A. 1B यानी कि रिमूव द एफिक्सेस एंड प्रीफिक्सेस एंड सफिक्सेस एंड राइट द वर्ड. यानी कि सक्सेसफुल का सफिक्स क्या है? फुल. सफिक्स यानी वो वर्ड या वो लेटर जो हम वर्ड के बाद लगाते हैं. प्रीफिक्स यानी जो हम पहले लगाते हैं. तो सक्सेसफुल का सफिक्स होगा फुल, निकालेंगे तो आंसर हो जाएगा सक्सेस. रीट्रेस का अगर हम प्रीफिक्स री निकालेंगे तो आंसर होगा ट्री ट्रेस. ऐसे आपको ये एक्टिविटी करनी है. Then we go on to the next activity. Find from the story one word for the following. जैसे अभी मैंने आपको बहुत सारा मीनिंग बताया है, आपको ये करना है एक्टिविटी 2A, ओके, एंड एक्टिविटी 2B एंड एक्टिविटी 3. एक्टिविटी 3 में आपको ये जो पूरा जो स्टोरी है उसमें प्रॉपर ऑर्डर में आपको उसको सेट करना है. तो जो चीज पहले हुई उसके आगे आपको नंबर 1 डालना है, जो चीज सेकंड हुई उसके आगे नंबर 2 and number 3 and so on. So students, your homework is going to be activity 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B and 3. Now I will be coming back and I will solve your doubts if you have any. Okay, let me see. Do we have to write the meanings in the book? See, if you have a textbook और जगह है तो textbook में लिखिए. आपको अगर लगता है कि बुक में है तो बुक में लिखिए. No problems. If you have a doubt, please post your doubts immediately. And if you have no doubts, write no doubts and we will stop. Oh, before that, wait, we are not stopping yet. We will discuss some questions and answers. And I want you to raise your hands. ठीक है? Question answers के लिए hands raise कीजिएगा. My first question is, how did the cat prove to be useful? Raise your hands. How did the cat prove to be useful? Okay, I see a lot of hands. I see Ashish Gupta from Saidham. Hi Ashish, can you hear me? Ashish, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ashish, what do you think is the answer for this?
So the cat eats and eats all the mice and rats of the alley and of the palace of the king. So this
बेटा
proves
ये हम जो है ये हम पैकिंग के लिए नहीं पूछ रहे. How did the cat help prove useful to Dick?
the cat used to be kill the rats and mice of the alley.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ashish. All right. Then we go with Amberlyn D'Souza from JB Nagar. Amberlyn, can you hear me? Amberlyn, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you think is the answer for this question?
So the cat was useful by eating all the mice on the ship and the palace, and that's how it helped. No.
But as I already said, we are talking with respect to how did it help Dick. याद है आपको Dick ने उसे लेकर आया था. Dick had a problem in the attic, if you remember.
So the cat chased away all the rats and mice in the attic.
Okay, thank you so much, Amberlyn. Please mute yourself. Let's see what Hitesh from Ville Parle has to say. Hi, Hitesh. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Hitesh, tell me.
So the cat chased away all the mice and rats in the attic, and in the future, it helped made Dick be uh,
Be a rich man.
rich man, a merchant.
All right. Okay, fine. Thank you so much, Hitesh. And all of these answers were correct. Thank you so much. Let's go to the next question. The next question is, what inspired Dick to return back to Mr. Fritz Warren home? What inspired Dick to get back to Mr. Fritz Warren's home? So we will go with Kaustubh from Saidham. Kaustubh, am I audible? Kaustubh, आवाज आ रहा है? Kaustubh from Saidham. कुछ बोलो प्लीज. चलो ठीक है, कौस्तुभ आवाज नहीं आ रहा है. Then we go with Rushil Tambe from Ghatkopar. Yeah, Rushil, can you hear me? Rushil, tambe from Ghatkopar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Rushil, tell me the answer, beta.
Sir, because the bells of the church tell him to go away, and they describe him as the Lord Mayor of London. So he can tolerate as he in future will be a Lord Mayor of London.
All right, that's a good answer. That's a right answer. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, sir. Thank you.
Good, good, good. Such enthusiastic. All right, let's go to the next question. The next question is, why was the captain of the ship so overjoyed? Why was the captain of the ship so overjoyed? Okay, so yes, Hitesh from Parle.
Yes, sir. When the captain saw the mice that chased all the rats in the ship, which helped them, uh, to. Hello, sir.
I'm listening to you. Hitesh, I'm listening to you. Bolo, bolo, beta.
Yes, sir. The cat, which was Dick's. The cat chased away all the mice, and they had they didn't suffer of the mice, and they enjoyed their voyage.
Okay, Hitesh, thank you so much. Please mute yourself. Let's listen to Riya Salunke also from Saidham. Hi, Riya, can you hear me? Riya, can you hear me? Riya Salunke, Saidham.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Riya, tell me the answer, please.
The captain of the ship was overjoyed because the cat was an excellent mouser, and so they had no trouble with rats and mice on his voyage.
Wow, Riya, that was so fluent. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
All right, the next question is going to be, why was the queen afraid of the cat? Why was the queen afraid of the cat? Let's go with Sara Shinde from Ghatkopar. Hi, Sara.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Sara. Tell me the answer, beta.
Sir, the queen was afraid of the cat because after seeing her pouncing on so many, a dozen of mice, she got scared of her, and because of that, she got
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Good answer. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you,
All
sir.
right. We have two more questions. How much did the king pay for the cat? How much did the king pay for the cat? We will go with Ramandeep. No, we'll go with Mansi from JB Nagar. Hi, Mansi.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, Mansi, tell me the answer.
The king paid 10 times the amount to the merchant.
10 times the amount of the cargo to the captain.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, जो पूरा cargo का जो amount था उसका 10 times. So that's what you have to write.
Yes.
10 times the amount of the cargo. Okay, Mansi. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And the last question. What changes had the cat brought to Dick's life? What changes had the cat brought to Dick's life? We will go with, I see a new hand, Swayam Satvekar from Ghatkopar. Hi, Swayam.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, Swayam, tell me.
The cat big, rich, and famous.
Swayam, I think there's a problem with your internet. Not able to hear you properly.
Hi, sir. Can you hear me now?
It's perfect now. Bolo beta bolo.
Hi.
Yeah, tell me.
Uh, the the cat made the dick rich and uh, famous. Am I right?
Okay. And what was he elected as? और क्या बना वो?
He was Lord Mayor of London.
Right. Okay, everyone. So guys, we've discussed the question answers also. You already know the homework. I'll repeat the homework for you. Activity 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 3A. No, 3 का सिर्फ 3 है बस. Right. And if you have the textbook, you can do your activities in the textbook itself. I have no problem. Yes, Ishan from JB Nagar, you can raise your hand. I will unmute you. Ishan, if you have a doubt, please tell me so that fiercely means aggressively, Deepika. Fiercely is aggressively.